welcome to Rajshri Food. In this episode, I'm going to make a green gravy called the Sarson ka saag. Sarson is mustard leaves. It's seasonal in India and available only during the winters. If you don't get the fresh leaves, you can always use the frozen ones. And let's take a look at the ingredients. 2 small onions chopped, 5 cloves of garlic, 1 piece ginger, 5 green chilies, 2 sticks of cinnamon, 2 to 3 cloves, bay leaf, 4 to 5 peppercorns, salt to taste, 1/4 teaspoon hing or asafetida, 1 teaspoon cumin seeds, half a teaspoon red chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, half a teaspoon coriander and cumin seed powder, 1 teaspoon garam masala, 1 tomato finely chopped, 1.5 tablespoon of cream, 1.5 tablespoon of clarified butter or ghee, 750 grams of mustard leaves, 250 grams of spinach leaves, 2 tomatoes boiled and pureed, 1.5 tablespoon of maize flour or makai ka atta. I've taken 1.5 liters of water, bring it to a boil and just blanch your leaves in it for at least 5 to 6 minutes. And this is how it looks. Then get rid of all the water because sometimes this mustard leaves leave a bittery taste. We also need an onion paste. With the onions, I'm going to throw in the garlic, the ginger, the green chilies and grind it into a smooth paste. Now I'm going to heat up some clarified butter or ghee. And I'm going to add cumin seeds, cloves, cinnamon sticks, dry bay leaf and a few peppercorns. Once these start crackling, I'm going to add the asafetida or the hing and the onion paste. I'm going to let this onion paste cook for at least 5 to 6 minutes on slow flame. While the onion paste is cooking, I'm going to puree the blanched leaves. If you feel the need to add a little bit of water, you can always do so. And the puree is ready. The onion paste is sauteed well and now I'm going to add the maize flour. This is going to help the gravy become thick. Now I'm going to add the chopped tomatoes. And the tomato puree. And let this simmer for at least 6 to 7 minutes. I'm also going to add all my dry spices, red chili powder, coriander and cumin seed powder, turmeric powder, garam masala and just mix everything well. My tomato puree is nice and dry and now I'm going to add the mustard and spinach leaves puree. Mix everything well. And I'm also going to add a little bit of water. So just clean up the jar with all the stuff puree in it. Stir it well. Make sure there are no lumps of the masala paste. And now I'm going to add the salt. At the end, I'm going to add the cream. If you don't want to add the cream, you can always add a little bit of curd, but just add the curd before the puree. After adding the cream, just cook this for 2 to 3 minutes. Let's plate this. Sarson ka saag goes best with makke ka roti, otherwise you can eat it with any kind of flat Indian bread. Enjoy the hot gravy on a cold winter day. Press the subscribe button if you've not yet. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome to Rajshri Food. I'm Ruchi Bharani and in this episode, I'm bringing to you a flatbread from North India called the makke ki roti, made out of maize flour or cornmeal. Let's look at the ingredients. 1.5 cup of maize flour or cornmeal, salt to taste, 1 teaspoon clarified butter or ghee, 1/4 teaspoon red chili powder, coriander leaves and lukewarm water. Let's start with making the dough first. I have here 1.5 cup of maize flour, salt to taste, red chili powder, coriander leaves and very little ghee or clarified butter. If you don't have ghee, you can always use oil. The most important thing to make this bread is to use lukewarm water to make the dough. Just add a little bit right now. A normal soft dough, a little more water. Just a little more water. And the dough is ready. Don't let the dough rest for more than 8 to 10 minutes because the longer time it rests, it's going to become very soft and it's going to be very, very hard to make the roti then. I'm going to use a very simple trick to make this roti. I have a piece of butter paper over here. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of maize flour or cornmeal. Take a nice big ball of the dough. Flatten it out. Keep it in the center of your butter paper and fold it again. Press it a little bit, and with the help of a rolling pin, with light pressure, just roll the roti. Turn it around. Just keep turning it around so you get a nice round roti. If you feel the roti is sticking onto the butter paper, just open it up and sprinkle some more maize flour on both the sides. I need a 3 to 4 mm thick roti. Let's cook the roti on a hot pan. Medium flame. Apply a little bit of water because this tends to dry out very easily. Let's just flip it and cook the other side as well. After both the sides are half cooked, I'm also going to cook it on the flame till you get nice and black spots. Flip it over. Apply a little bit of ghee onto the roti before serving. And my roti is ready to serve. Makke di roti and sarson ka saag is a perfect combination. Enjoy it on a cold winter evening. Do try it at home and let us know, and also send in your favorite recipe request. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. A steaming hot curry with crispy flavoursome pakoras is an authentic Punjabi recipe. So I'm going to try my hands on this signature dish today, and let's see how it turns out. I'm going to start with making the batter for the pakoras. For that I have some gram flour, finely chopped onions. You can even use fenugreek leaves or just coriander leaves or anything else that you want. You can put some capsicums also. So you can add anything that you like in this batter. Coriander leaves, some ajwain or carom seeds, saunf or fennel seeds, a little bit of coriander and cumin seed powder, a little bit of red chili powder, salt, a tablespoon of curd. Just give all this a nice mix. Very little water, just to bind everything together. I'm just going to add a pinch of soda bicarb. And now I'm going to get my hands dirty. Mix everything together. Apply a little bit of oil onto your hands. Just make round balls and drop these pakoras into hot oil. Just flip them over. This one is almost done. Let's get these two out. And now I'm going to mix all the ingredients for the curry. So in a bowl, I have some yogurt or curd. Try and use sour curd. I'm going to add some coriander and cumin seed powder, red chili powder, salt to taste, some gram flour. Just whisk all these ingredients together. And I'm also going to add water. And my curry mix is ready. And now I'm going to start sauteing the onions. In a saucepan, I'm going to heat some ghee. You can use oil as well. So just a little bit to saute the onions, finely chopped onions. Don't let the onions turn brown, just cook them till they are a little translucent. I'm also going to add some ginger and garlic paste. And now I'm going to pour the curry mix. Give it a stir and let it boil. Let the curry boil for 5 to 6 minutes, and at any given point of time you feel that it's become very thick, you can add a little bit of water. The curry is boiled, and now I'm just going to get it off the flame and make the tadka for it. So let's just keep this aside for a minute. A little more ghee. Once the ghee is nice and hot, I'm going to add some ajwain seeds or carom seeds, some saunf or fennel seeds, and a dry red chili. Just break it into two. Turn off the flame, and now I'm going to pour this tempering. And this curry is ready to plate. In a bowl, I'm going to place the pakoras. And pour this curry onto it. Some coriander leaves. And done. Punjabi curry pakoda is ready. Serve it along with some hot rotis or plain rice and enjoy it with your family and friends. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. See you next time. Bye-bye. A plate of piping hot flavoursome chole is pure bliss when after a day of work, all you want is home food. So today I bring to you the recipe of one of India's most popular dishes. If you want to learn Indian cooking, chole is one of the basic recipes. So for that, first I'm going to start with heating some oil. Once the oil is hot, I'm going to add some cumin seeds, cinnamon sticks, around 2 pieces, some slit green chilies, and onion paste. Let the onions brown. While the onions are cooking, I'm going to explain you a little bit about the chole. What I've done is basically I've taken chickpeas, soaked them for 6 to 7 hours and pressure cooked them. And with the chickpeas, I've also added 1 potato that I've chopped roughly and also added this. What I've done is I've taken a small piece of muslin cloth, taken 1 tablespoon of tea leaves in it, and then tied a tight knot and then added it in the pressure cooker. So that helps in giving that dark black color to the chole. After the onions cook for 4 to 5 minutes, I'm going to add ginger and garlic paste. Cook it for a couple of minutes, and next I'm going to add the tomato puree. For that, I have boiled the tomatoes, churned them in the blender and then strained it. Next, I'm also going to add all the dry spices, chole masala. I have some roasted anar dana. I've just roasted it on a pan and then ground it into a smooth powder. Next, the amchur powder or the raw mango powder, red chili powder, coriander and cumin seed powder. Mix all these spices together. Cook the tomato puree till it dries out completely. The tomato puree is cooked, and now time to add the chole. and the water as well. Mash the potatoes a bit, it helps in thickening the gravy. Salt to taste, some coriander leaves. Stir it well and let it cook for at least 6 to 7 minutes, and if you feel the need to add some water for the gravy, you can do so. Just at the end, I'm going to add some ginger juliennes. And the chole is ready to plate. Chole goes well with bread, rotis and parathas, but the combo is best with fried bhaturas, the recipe for which is coming soon, so stay tuned. Meanwhile, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Bye-bye. Talk of chole and the other name that comes to mind immediately is bhatura. A national favorite, this combination goes well with every meal time, be it breakfast, lunch or dinner. I'm going to start with making the dough. For that I have a cup of plain flour or all-purpose flour, and I also use a little bit of wheat flour. So I have half a cup of wheat flour. Make a well in the center and just add the curd, baking powder, salt to taste, oil, and mix everything together to make the dough. Add some water. Knead the dough properly. Once the dough stops sticking to your hands, that means it's done. And what I'm going to do now is apply a little bit of oil and cover it with a wet cloth and keep it aside for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, I'm going to make small balls of this dough. I'm going to apply a little bit of oil onto the board and some on the rolling pin as well. Keep it around 2 mm thick. Let's start frying these. Hot oil, high flame. Just press on it lightly. Action! Comment, subscribe. Basically what I'm trying to say is, if you like this video, comment, like and do subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome to Rajshri Food. I'm Ruchi Bharani, and in this episode I'm going to make dal makhani, which is a rich and creamy preparation of dal made out of black lentils and kidney beans. So let's take a look at the ingredients. Half cup whole black lentils, 1/4 cup kidney beans, 2 tomatoes chopped, 1 onion finely chopped, 1 teaspoon cumin seeds, half teaspoon garlic paste, 1 teaspoon ginger paste, 2 green chilies finely chopped, 1 teaspoon Kashmiri red chili powder, salt to taste, coriander leaves, 1½ tablespoon of butter and half cup cream, 1/4 teaspoon asafoetida or hing, 1 bay leaf, Soak the whole black lentils and kidney beans for at least 6 to 8 hours. Pressure cook it with 1 bay leaf for 3 to 4 whistles. If you don't have a pressure cooker, it'll take at least 45 minutes to boil. Add around 2.5 to 3 cups of water while pressure cooking. After pressure cooking, this is how the dal looks. I don't need this bay leaf anymore, so I'm going to get rid of it. And now I'm going to lightly churn this dal. Mash it a little bit as well. You can use a masher instead of a beater, and it's ready. Let's start cooking. I'm going to heat half a tablespoon of butter first. After the butter is melted, I'm going to add the onions, and I'm going to cook these onions till they are nice and brown. The onions have turned brown, and now I'm going to add the chopped tomatoes and the finely chopped green chilies, and let this cook through till the tomatoes are nice and soft. I'm going to add a little bit of salt so that it cooks faster. The tomatoes have cooked through, and now I'm going to add the dal. Now I'm going to add the cream, around half a cup of cream. Let's mix this well. I'm also going to add a little bit of water because this dal thickens very quickly. So around 1 cup of water. Let's add the salt for the dal. I had already added a little bit earlier. I'm going to let it boil for at least 8 minutes. The dal has been simmering since 8 minutes, and now I'm going to remove it from fire. The real flavor of the dal lies in the tadka, so let's make that. I'm going to heat up the remaining 1 tablespoon of butter. Once the butter melts, I'm going to add the cumin seeds, the garlic paste, the ginger paste. Stir it well. Just saute it for around 30 seconds. And now I'm going to add the asafoetida, coriander leaves, and the red chili powder. This is a Kashmiri red chili powder which will bring out the color in the dal. It will give you a nice, beautiful color. The tadka is ready now, and I'm going to add it to the dal. Take around 2 tablespoons of the dal and mix it with the tadka so that you don't have lumps of the tadka in the dal. And now I'm going to add this and mix it well. And you can see, because of the Kashmiri red chili powder, it's giving you a beautiful color. Make sure there are no lumps. Dal makhani is ready. Nobody leaves an Indian restaurant without trying dal makhani. Now, since you know the recipe, do try it at home and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.